Hey there, I wanted to make a quick video because I came across this really interesting marketing concept of using lead magnets in your marketing. And I thought it could apply to both cold email, but also if you're running any kind of paid ads, it could be really interesting as well. And so the basic principle here, let me share my screen so you can see what I'm looking at. This is the basic principle. The idea on the left is if you just go to your core offer, which most people do, they've got basically some kind of audience. And again, I'm thinking of this in terms of cold email. So you've got the cold audience, you've got a group of, let's say, 100 people. You pitch them your core offer and why you're going to be better, and then you might get one sale. But if you look at the right, this is going to be more the lead magnet strategy. And so what we're looking at here is instead of pitching them the core offer, you're pitching them some kind of mini offer, which would then lead into the core offer. But the big point is that the mini offer gives you a chance to give some kind of credibility and some kind of trust to the audience. And then when you make the core offer, they're much more likely to buy from you. And what's nice is that people are willing to invest a little bit more time to consume your lead magnet than if they were to buy something from you. And so that's kind of the principle here, is that you take the same amount of people, the same audience, and you might be able to triple your actual outcome by introducing this lead magnet. So what would I do as an example? So what I'm thinking of doing is basically I've got a client that's getting really, really good results in a certain niche, in a certain area. And I think a lot of the principles from what we're doing with them can be other similar non-competing businesses in that area. And I think it's a really interesting opportunity. And so what I thought of is let's do a case study on why we think we're doing so well for this particular client and find other businesses that are going to be some kind of qualification, right? We're going to have to make sure that they're actually good clients that we'd want to work with. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to email them, and the script is going to be essentially, hey, name, we are doing this for this other client in your area. We think that it would be very similar, or we could get very similar results based on what we've done some testing on for this client for your business as well. Would you like to see a free case study of what we're doing? Right? Totally free case study. It's a 13-minute video similar to what we're doing here, except it would be a screen share with a little bit more information. And so the idea there is that I'm really giving like a no-brainer offer, right? You want to see what your competition is doing to get results. Even if they just watch it and it's interesting and they don't do anything with it, that's still a pretty good offer, right? It's still a very interesting thing for a business owner that's paying attention and really wants to do well in their business. Why wouldn't they want to, watch a free video on what their competition is doing, right? And so then once you have that video, the idea is to really, really deliver on that video and make sure that you show a lot of expertise. You really kind of convince them that you can solve their big problem, which in this case is going to be marketing for them. And you can ultimately get them the result they want. And then the call to action for what I'm going to plan on doing is I'm going to experiment with maybe like a free 15-day trial, something like that. Again, this is a cold audience, so they haven't come to me. I'm not doing ads or anything like that in this scenario. I'm just going to offer maybe a free 15 days to try this out. Then I'm going to require some kind of onboarding or demo call, something like that. I'll qualify them, see if I want to work with them, and then we'll move into the 15 days. If they want to do a more premium version of the ads, we can start that straight from the beginning. That's going to be an additional cost. Or you can just go at the 15 days just to see if it would be good to work together, and then be very upfront about what the actual cost is moving from there. And so I think that's a really strong offer. I think it's a really good marketing strategy. I'm going to test it out over the next couple of weeks. I already have the leads in my database. So I will let you know how it goes in the video, and I'll do a case study on how it goes. But I think this more broadly could apply to a lot of businesses that maybe it's a little bit confusing what your results would be, or maybe you're in a really competitive industry and you need something to separate yourself. So instead of going from the core off, pitching the core offer right away, having some kind of mini offer. In my case, it's going to be a case study. And if you want more information on this, the place that I got this is from acquisition.com. And he's got a free course on marketing. So this lead magnet thing was from acquisition.com. Recommend checking him out. Otherwise, follow me to see how this strategy actually works out. Thanks. Bye.